So can you live in your RV full-time on your own land? This is something we have been learning a lot about, and we're gonna share some of the things that we've learned with you in all of our research and experience in developing and buying this property as we start to finish the last few things that we need to do to move our RV out onto our property.
We're pretty close.
So close.
I'm hoping tomorrow.
On the agenda today, first, what are we doing?
We have to go get a trailer so we can pick up a trencher on the trailer, but the trailer's full of stuff, so we got to unload the trailer to take the trailer, and it's all full of like heavy stuff.
Yeah, I kind of forgot we had to unload the trailer. I thought we were just getting a trencher, so let's go
unload a trailer. Is that why you've been taking so long to go?
Yeah, you know me.
Should
Let's
just
go.
take
Hurry
forever,
up,
guys.
we're sitting here now.
The truck's
Put it
warming
in
up.
drive. Let's go.
It's trying to hurt you, ain't she, little Ford? Big Ford. So much everything.
A little bumpy. Just imagine bringing an RV in here.
I guess, yeah, a little bumpy and tight with the stuff. I guess move that truck so I can back this truck up.
So all this material is for a really cool Craiging Around video coming up. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm really excited to get it built. It's gonna be epic.
Hope so.
So if you're wanting to buy some land and put your RV on it and live on it for an extended period of time, whether or not you're technically legally allowed to do that is going to depend on a lot of different things, and it's going to vary state by state and then also county by county. Unfortunately, and even within the county, there can be different rules depending on whether you're looking in city limits or out in the county and stuff like that. We were looking at several different states when we were looking for property, and one of the first things I would do is just Google like RV living full-time in whatever state. Something I learned, for example, about like North Carolina is they seem to have a statewide regulation that you can't live in an RV permanently anywhere in the state on land unless it's in a like RV park. Actually, even in RV parks, I think they make you like move out for some amount of time. Anyways, I don't know, and rules change all of the time, but Google's gonna be your best friend to initially find out. And then if it didn't seem like totally not allowed in that state, I would start looking at the counties that we found some property in. When you're looking on Zillow or Realtor.com or those like landwatch.com or whatever the different land websites are, you are gonna wanna look for things like unrestricted land, no HOA, stuff like that, because if you're in an HOA neighborhood, chances are you're not going to be able to have your RV on a piece of land out there. But even unrestricted land doesn't necessarily mean you can have an RV out there in that county. You've got to call the county building department and ask them.
So we bought our property in North Florida in a county that allows RV living. There's not too many places in Florida that actually will allow you to go in and put an RV to live in full time on the land. This one happens to be one of the few that will.
Found a website that lists all the counties that do, although rules are always changing, but I'll drop that in the description. I'll link to that.
Yeah, there's a couple others, but there's just not so many. One way to find out if the county you're looking at, or if you find a nice property or something that you like and you want to know, one of the things you can do is call the building department, and they'll be able to tell you what you can and can't do with that specific piece of property. For instance, we were between the one we bought and a property on the Intercoastal, and we thought it was the perfect property on the Intercoastal until we called them, and they told us that there was so many easements on that property that we wouldn't be allowed to build anything. So even if you're not wanting to do it for RV living, it's a good thing to, just call them to see what you can and can't do with that piece of property before you purchase it.
But even if you do find that property that you're allowed to have your RV on, there may still be some things you have to do before you can take your RV out there and park it, which is what we have been working on this whole time on our property to get done so that we can move out there. Some things that are required, for example, before we can have our RV hooked up to power, we have to have a septic tank, which is why you guys just saw us get a septic tank installed. And then we need to actually have somewhere to plug our RV into. So that is what we're working on today. And then the building department can come out, give us that little check, and then we can move out here. I don't think you actually are required to have water. We do have water on our property, but you know, hey, they'll let you know if that you need that. But actually we're not. No, we're not, right? Because for the permit, the only thing that was required for the permit is that it has to have a septic, and then we can get our RV power permit, and then we're allowed to be on the property with the RV. Which
means technically we could have got one of them big old water crate things and just filled that up and trucked water in.
Could have, if we didn't already have a well on the property.
Yep. And if we knew where to fill one up at.
Yeah, that's more of a thing out west. Old Craig, why did we rent this trencher when you have a perfectly good mini excavator sitting right there that you can dig a trench with?
Well, I don't want to plow over all my trees to dig a trench.
Oh, that makes sense.
We're going to use this little baby tiny trencher to dig a trench through the trees over there from the power pole to all the way over here, basically where the tractor is.
Yep, and it's got to go through all those trees, and we don't want to cut down all those trees. Those are our privacy trees. Okay, there we go. We did it.
We did it.
We have measured, and we'll be running about 200 feet of wire from our power pole to our RV hookup receptacle.
It cost us $100 for a full day to rent this thing. And I'm already tired and ain't even made it to where we gotta go.
You know what we're about to find, right?
What, wire? What?
Over there.
Huh? You put these somewhere? What we doing?
We're probably about to find the old septic tank.
Oh, yeah.
There has been much speculation about whether or not this property already had a septic on it, since, you know, we did find power and water. And like we mentioned, there was no official records of any septic, so as far as we know, there is no septic here. And we were able to just put our brand new septic system exactly where we wanted it, in a place where it wasn't totally overgrown and dilapidated with trees. So, you know, that's what we did. That's what we did. If there is one here, just don't want to know about it. At least not until we have everything set up just the way we need it. It's working pretty good. Old Chainsaw Craig. Please. There's Craig in our magical forest. Doesn't it look magical?
It's like breaking apart because it's so old.
It's so old.
All right, I think we're ready for the trencher. You ready?
Yeah. Maybe it's when you lower it or something. There you go.
I guess that's it. Am I going backwards? Well, I can go this way, but it won't go that way.
Okay, yes, I did confirm via internet video that it gets pulled backwards. Yeah, you pull backwards like you're about to do. Okay. All right, while Craig is trenching, I'm gonna leave you guys here with him, and Bryan to continue the trenching, and I'm going to go into town with Karen to get a wire because we need to get there before 5 p.m. because everything closes at 5 p.m. But we also need to use all the daylight to work. So, you know, we're just being efficient around here. Right, let's go get some wire. All right, $1,800 worth of wire right here. Sure don't look like $1,800 to me, but it is. 4 AUG, 225 feet of each run. And we're back on the road. Back on the road. Do you regret riding the Samurai yet?
No, not at all. It's been fun.
Y'all, this trench is coming along way faster than Craig hand digging it. And it's a nice small trench going through the woods perfectly. We're not having to cut down all the trees. This is working out great. Now, some things you need to look out for if you're looking for like RV land to park your RV on, is here are some things that sometimes are an issue. One, sometimes you're allowed to park your RV on the land, but only for a certain amount of time while you're actively building your house. So check that, ask about that, if there's any time limits for your RV being allowed to be out there. Two, another thing we have seen is that some counties require a permit that you have to apply for every year to be able to live in your RV on your land. And that can work fine. Sometimes it's pretty cheap and pretty easy to apply for. I'm glad our county isn't like that, because what if one year, one day, they decide they don't want to renew your permit and now you suddenly can't live on your land anymore. So that's just something to be aware of and think about. And three, the biggest thing is these rules can change all the time in the county we live in, especially after a hurricane came through and all of a sudden everybody was living in RVs, and they had to make a lot more rules about where it was allowed within city limits, outside city limits, which brings me to, just because you see RVs somewhere on property doesn't mean it's still allowed, because rules may have changed. Now, another thing, you want to check how many RVs can you have on your land. This is another thing that can vary county by county, and just because you have this huge piece of land, almost 10 acres, doesn't mean you can put even more than one RV per parcel. Some counties in Florida, I know of one that's like over near Perry, at least it used to be, 4 RVs per acre or per parcel. I don't know, better call and check. Here, 1 RV per parcel. So if you think you're gonna put a bunch of buddy sites in and have all your friends live on your land with you in RVs, think again if you're only allowed 1. So make sure you ask these questions. Look at that lake, it's looking pretty today. It has gotten much lower through the winter because we just haven't gotten much rain. But you know, everything that we're saying right now is about like what's allowed legally according to the building department. If you do something and nobody knows about it, and you get away with it, that's on you. We don't have that opportunity when we tell the entire world exactly what we're doing.
We've only got the trench completely done. Had to drive over the trench a couple times, so retrenched it this morning before taking it back. I don't think I'll ever rent this thing again. It's so terrible, time consuming. If there's any big roots.
Are we comparing to you digging by hand?
Oh, well, I would just rent a different trencher.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one that self-propels. This thing probably weighs 200 pounds, and you're just dragging it through the trees. Well, we have trees, you might not, but it did the job, and it was only $100 for a whole day rental. Although, for what the machine is, $100 does kind of seem high. If it was like $60 a day, oh, that'd be nice. It got the job done. It did its job. It did what it's supposed to do. It was just back-breaking, that's all. I had help though. If I had to do this whole trench by myself yesterday, I would have been, like, that would have been it. That's all I'd have been doing yesterday.
After we return this, we're gonna swing by, pick up all our conduit that we need to run our wire in that I picked up yesterday from the wire store. And then that's gonna be going good. We should be good to go. We have the conduit and we're headed back to the property, but we also just got a call from the guy who went out to do our water test on our well water, because we wanted to make sure, well, we figured we needed a filter on it. It's a shallow well, we weren't sure, you know, got to test that water. So we called AquaPros water filters. They sell water filters, so we assumed they would try to sell us a big system.
Oh, Mr. Emery.
Emery, what did he tell us? What did he tell
I
us?
said that he usually doesn't have to, this isn't how it usually goes, especially on wells, but our water is perfectly fine. He said that the amount of iron in it is so little that it's most likely not going to cause staining on anything or anything like that. Like, there's just no reason to do anything. And their whole thing is to sell filters, and he's like, I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, I know. He said our water isn't even hard. We have soft water, already soft water.
He did say that it's probably soft because it is a shallow well, so it's not coming up through like all the rocks and soil and everything like that. For the most part, that it's sitting above a lot of the stuff, so it's not picking up a lot of like the hard minerals and stuff like that through rocks and everything. That's why it's so soft.
So that is fantastic news. Literally, That means we'll get this we have to get this electric line run, get our permit cleared, and then we can move on out here. This
Hopefully
is so
in a couple
exciting.
days, a day or two. Hopefully
Let's get
tomorrow.
this conduit down.
Yeah.
So this is what it takes to live on your land in Florida.
All right.
What do we got here?
We got a Schedule 40 conduit pipe, 10 feet long, made for fighting.
1.25 inches.
1.25 inches. We have 4 4-aught wires that have to run through this, and should be easy enough.
And
It is
yes,
pretty
Craig
big.
did just put another root beer hard candy in his mouth,
Listen,
and
I
that's
don't know.
why he looks like a squirrel.
If you go to Tractor Supply and you don't get their little, or no, I got it from Ace actually, but they all carry it. It's like the little old-fashioned candies. They're so good. I know it's just straight sugar and probably rotting my teeth out, but it's so good.
Okay, so our plan is to run 200 feet of wire from our main panel over to where we actually want to have the RV parked, which is down by the lake. And as you guys probably know, wires are expensive. Cost us a total of $1,800 for all the wires that we needed to make that 200-foot run, and another 200 and something for all the conduit. So that brings us to a total of about $2,000 to get 200 feet of wires over to where we want to have our RV sub panel at.
So right now, what we have to do is move this box out of the way. I think we could probably put it on the back. That was Victoria's idea. And then connect it all back up. That way we have a 30 amp over here for who knows what.
Here we go.
Wow, so much faster.
I mean, you'll finish wiring it up, but this should work.
All right, so we're installing the 70 amp breaker. This is gonna be our main breaker to our, I guess, sub panel, basically what it is over there. Which also means we'll only be able to ever have 70 amps. Like, that's the top where this will trip. I think it'll be enough. We got a 50 amp.
I mean, our wire's rated for a little bit more than that. And
Yeah.
if we experience lots of problems, we can up that.
Yeah.
But I think this is good for now.
Yeah, I think this will serve everything we need over there. And then we even still have space in here if we want to run more stuff this way, like lights and little things like that. Let's see if I can get it in now. Oh, are we on? No, we're off. Okay. There we go.
Oh.
Perfect. That one's
it
tight.
off?
That's the best fitting one right there. Now we gotta bust this out. We'll bust this out and then dig our hole down right under it and then to that trench and lay our pipe.
Obviously, we didn't bring the trencher all the way over here.
No, we
there's
got
wires and water
pipe,
pipes.
wires. Yeah. So we're gonna
A little
do
bit
the
of
rest
hand digging
that.
to be done.
Shouldn't be too bad.
And yes, guys, we learned our lesson from the first time, and we have all of this ready to go to seal everything up. So when our conduit comes down, gotta stick our conduit up there, it'll all be sealed. We got glue and everything. But when I went and picked up the wire, they only had green for ground, and then they had black wire, which can be cut to the length we needed. About 225 feet of it. 3 sets plus the ground. And then we got tape, so we can mark the ends of our red wire and our white wire, so we can keep everything straight and we know what's what. I'm gonna mark this one as red, okay? And we gotta mark both ends or else we'll be in big trouble when we get to the other end. I think a little too much. All right, now we are going to walk our wires all the way to the other end.
Yep.
And then slide
Guess we'll do them
the thing on.
one at a time, maybe.
Yeah, I think just one at a time. All right, the cable is all stretched out. Now we're gonna go to the far end and one by one slide all the conduit pieces onto the cable, put it in the trench, our 18-inch trench that the trencher dug, and pick back up when we get to the other side and need to install our box. And now, go. Look, it's working. Nothing ever goes smoother than expected. We ran all our conduit, the 200 feet, to where we're gonna put the post. We are gonna repurpose a post that was already here on the property. It used to hold our gate, which means, yes, we have a new gate in progress. You'll see it on the other channel. But yeah, and then we'll attach our 50, 30, 20 RV box to this, hook it up over there, and then we'll be ready to see if we pass permits. It's kind of funny. Years ago, when we had our first ever meetup, do you remember? Back in North Carolina, we were scared nobody would show up, and we did have people show up. It ended up being a pretty fun time. But one of the people that showed up worked for Midwest, like the electric company Midwest. So when we were looking for our power banks, and they were talking to us about Midwest, even gave us some mugs with Midwest on them. And so when we bought our RV power box, I bought a Midwest one with the little duck.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's awesome. I forgot about that, and then we bought the thing. We were talking about it actually, and like a day later, the guy was like, "Hey guys, I don't know if you remember me, but well, we don't."
Do you need a Midwest power box? I was like, I already got one.
Yeah, we already bought it.
Yep.
It's pretty cool though.
It's and it was like one of the more affordable ones to get to that had all the stuff already ready to go.
I know, it's super simple the way it's set up too. Like all this
Y'all are
stuff
gonna
is
see.
already ready to go. So
yeah. I think this is about to be pretty easy once we get the wires just where they need to be. Okay, let's do that.
I think we should install this on the post.
Okay, let's do that. We're gonna need another one, I just realized. Is it going about the right spot?
Yeah, I think so. Close enough. Goodness. That's terrible.
That was annoying, but you got it. Black first.
Put up just a hair.
That good?
Yeah.
That's a weird animal noises in our woods.
Yeah.
I think it's like birds, I guess.
Guess they're sad about being cold. Me too. It's probably good, huh?
Yeah. Don't want any mistaking what wire is what. There we go. Don't cut it too short.
Okay.
What would you do?
Yank it until I got some more out. Huh? I think so.
Nice. Let's give the people a look-see at your handiwork.
There we have it. We got the black, red, white, and then we got the ground
is over there.
back in there.
And now we're gonna put the face on.
Yep, and it's gonna look professional.
It's gonna look great.
Mine's this pole being a little crooked,
The
but
pole's a little crooked, but I don't
I
think
did my best, guys.
I don't think that matters really in the grand scheme of things. And then we just have to go wire up the main panel.
Which I'm not looking forward to. My hands are so cold right now.
There we go.
All right, that's good, huh?
Yeah, I think that looks good.
All right.
All right, you did it. It's wired up.
We got all the wires where I believe they're supposed to be. I know if y'all are seeing this wire, it's nothing. It's just
not attached at either end.
No, we just ran this wire when we ran some different wires just in case one day we might want to add a 30 out at the shipping container. But I'm hoping when I flip this breaker that it doesn't just immediately trip.
Okay.
Or blow up, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's good. I think it's working.
Should we use the multimeter over there and see if we actually have power?
We could. Let me put this on while we're
Okay, I'll
here.
go grab the multimeter maybe. None of the breakers are on, I don't think.
Oh,
Oh, it's green, but why does it say 0? Maybe you gotta reset it.
it's got power.
Okay,
I just can't get my things.
and they're good.
Yeah. Ah,
Nice. Now the 50 amp. Make sure it works.
it does
happening?
work. I'm just
You
not.
can't get it on there.
Yeah.
Okay. 240.
44.
Is that normal? Because it's 2 hot
Yeah.
legs
Yeah.
for 150. Okay.
That's
Look at
it,
this.
man.
Okay.
Let's turn them off. Just in case.
High five.
Actually
We
did
did
something
that.
and felt like I did it right. Take that, everybody who doubted me. I don't know if anybody did, but if you did.
Guess what? Good news, guys.
What?
Good news.
What happened?
Our RV power permit is approved. That means, you know what that means, right?
What?
Where's Nat? That means we can move this RV onto our property without worrying that the building department is gonna come out there and say, get off your own property, you're not allowed to be here.
Yeah, is that what happens?
I don't really know actually what happened.
They just send you fines or something?
Maybe, but needless to say, we don't have to worry about what will happen because we're approved. We're gonna be moving out there. We just have a few things that we have to get done before then.
Yeah,
So
we gotta
let's-
go out there. We gotta get a truck out the way. We'll just show you. Come on.
Let's just go.
We might actually be able to squeeze between the truck and this tree, but we're just gonna move it. no need to stress ourselves out unnecessarily or brush up against branches or anything like that.
We also got to cover the trench up.
All right, we have power that we got sorted last night. We have a driveway clear that we can drive on. We've got water here, and you guys heard from our water test, it's actually perfect water. We have perfectly clean, good water here. And the last thing we need to have is sewer. We already got our septic tank installed. All we have to do is put this clean out cap on it, and we will have somewhere to hook up our RV sewer hose and have full hookups on our own property. So exciting.
And then a washer and dryer?
And then, I mean, that's probably coming, guys.
And there we have it, Dave. Just set that so it can fume.
Looky there. We have the hookups.
We have a hookup.
We have the hookups.
We have the hookups, but not in the kind that would have saved us any money because we paid so much for all this. And there we have it. There we have it.
There we have it. And on that note, we're about to go back to the RV and get it ready to bring out here, which means you are going to need to hit that subscribe button because that is going to be next week's video. Sorry for making you wait, but this video has already been so long with us getting all the hookups ready. But I hope if you're interested in learning about living on your own land with your RV, maybe you learned a few things from this video. If you've got your own tips or things you've learned, if you've done this, drop it in the comments because other people would love to learn from you too.
Yeah, and or give us any tips on what should we add for hookups or anything, if there's something better we can do or add. Like for instance, is there any cool post to mount our box to or something that looks a little bit better? It's not the best looking
I'm
one.
100% sure there is, but on that, side note, some of you are probably like, okay, like at the beginning of this, you said you were gonna build an epic pole barn. Why do you just now have literally no pole barn for your RV and all you have is electric and sewer? This is not looking good, guys. That's what you're thinking in your head. I think
we're running out of money.
But we have we're doing it in phases, and the big epic RV pole barn is not in phase one. Just getting basic utilities out here was phase one, so we can wrap things up and start traveling for a little while. So this is just temporary. We will actually be making some better looking things once we get our pole barn over here.
Yep, but we'll see you next week.
See you next time.
Bye.